Cast as an occupant, gated days in a grid, pacing dents in the floor that could span the Brooklyn Bridge. This year's a total wash, just a stretch to endure. I'm cold but connected to something strange and pure. Deep breath, refrain. Love is a perpetual motion, not a mark. It's a path to wild
Signals Midwest, a band that makes me incredibly homesick, especially your video for Sanctuary City.
Oh, yeah.
All in Lakewood. I was like, whoa. First time I saw that, it was like, I haven't lived there in years.
Yes.
Yes. So what's bringing you to Manchester?
We're here to play this festival that we've been trying to play for a couple years, and now we finally get to do it, which is great.
You were booked in for the one that got canceled due to COVID.
Yes.
We're all wearing masks, keeping safe. And how did that happen to you with a lot of festivals and gigs and tours? And
it canceled a UK tour, and it canceled a couple other things, but it also gave us time to write a new record, which was really nice. So kind of lemons and lemonade sort of situation there.
Exactly. You take what's not great and you made something fantastic out of it.
Thank you.
And what's been happening with that? How has that been going?
The shows have definitely been a little different. There's a lot less socializing, and I think that we all really like to hang out, but we're definitely keeping to ourselves a lot more. But the shows have been like some of the most fun ever, because with everyone, it's like, I don't know if we get to do this tomorrow. So every night it's sort of like, okay, we really got to go for it.
And what's been your biggest challenge lately? with traveling and touring. Has COVID been the real challenge, or have you found other things with trying to be on tour during this weird period of our lives?
That's a good question. What do you guys think? Like, it's definitely a mental battle.
Yeah, definitely a lot of paranoia. Like being at a show, you want to socialize and hang out with friends, and especially over here, meet new people. And that's definitely a challenge of just trying to keep a distance and not get too close. And I think the hardest part for me is not hugging people.
Yes.
Everybody keeps coming up and saying, are you hugging or are you not hugging?
A lot of elbows.
A lot of elbows.
Yeah.
Tell me about your new record.
We have a new LP called Dent out. It sort of happened as an accident. When all of our shows got canceled, it was right around the time that our van also got stolen from my house and crashed into a tree the next neighborhood over. And actually, there was a crazy story where the guy who stole it was using it to steal other things from like home improvement stores and stuff. And then he was like drunk in the middle of the day and came around a corner and sideswiped a car and crashed into a tree. And then the guy whose car he sideswiped was home, saw it happen, ran out and tackled him and restrained him until the cops got there. And now he's in jail. So that's what happened to our van. And then I had to go out to the junkyard to take a photo of it for insurance. And that photo is now the cover of the new record.
That's where that came from.
Yes.
I was wondering about that.
But we're very proud of it. We wrote it a lot remotely. Like I would demo stuff at home, and then we would meet up in Pittsburgh at Ryan's house, and everyone would sort of like have their parts worked out. So we would click off a song and play it for the first time, but we all sort of knew it already. And it was a really cool way to go about writing stuff. And Jeff and I were talking about this a little while ago, but I think it kept us sane the last couple years just to have something to work on together.
Yeah, keeping that creative process going, it really
Yeah.
solidifies it. And you've reminded me of the question I forgot.
Great.
Yes, you're spread across the country. You're all from Cleveland originally,
Well,
aren't you?
sort of. The band started there. Steve and I are from that general area. Steve and Jeff live there now. Jeff's from Kansas, and Ryan's from northwestern PA, a town called Kane. So now we're spread across Ohio and Pennsylvania, but we meet at Ryan's house in Pittsburgh, which is sort of a centralized location. And it's sort of nice because now when we do meet up, it's a little bit of like feels like a sleepover.
Yep, I could see that. But I still think of you as a Cleveland band.
Yes, I do too.
You obviously you have a love for it from
Yes.
the video.
Yeah.
Do you find going back and playing there very often?
I think that's still my favorite place to play. Like, it definitely feels like home. Now that I don't live there anymore, it can be a little overwhelming because there's like so many people I want to see and things I want to do and food I want to eat. But yeah, it feels special. I feel like our hometowns are now Cleveland and Pittsburgh, but also if you go back to a place enough, it starts to feel like home. Like Chicago sort of feels like home to us too. And I live in Philly now. Philly's been feeling pretty good lately, but I don't know. The cool thing about playing in a band is that like you sort of develop multiple homes and like your extended family and your chosen family kind of grows. And that's, I think, what's special about doing this.
Absolutely. It is. You guys are a chosen family, and that's the beauty of it. And so Pittsburgh is really your second home.
My first home. Yeah, that's where I live right now. Yeah.
And do you like these guys thinking of Pittsburgh as a second home?
Pretty cool.
You got a house and you built a studio into it. It was amazing.
You have a studio in your house. Is that where you record?
Kinda. It's like our jam spot. We did just record something there, and it's still like a work in progress. But yeah, it's a cool spot. It's like where I spend all my time in the basement.
Yeah, it feels like a clubhouse a little bit. Just there's like bunk beds and stuff.
Oh, wow, even better. Even better. So he's got a place for you guys to sleep when you come, and you can jam.
Yes.
Oh, it sounds ideal.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm going to visit Pittsburgh soon.
Everyone has their own room when they come. Like,
That's really nice. You guys have it good. For a band spread across
we're-
a geographical area, you guys have it good.
Yeah, we feel very lucky to have the space that we do, and it hasn't always been the case. Like we practiced in a house that Steve and I lived in for the first year or so, and then we practiced in my parents' basement for probably 6 or 7 years. which is a great look when you're in your mid to late 20s. And now we practice at Ryan's house. So it's been working out. We're lucky to have found places and people who want to put up with us, which is really nice.
That is a very good thing, yes. What's next? After you come back from the tour, what have you got planned?
Honestly, I've been just trying to use a hockey metaphor, which is not a thing over here. Well, maybe it's not. Someone said, like, you're touring overseas in a pandemic, keep your stick on the ice. And I was like, that's a good idea. Like, head down, very focused. So hopefully, we can continue doing stuff. We have a festival in Montreal in a couple weeks. We have some record release shows in June in Cleveland and Pittsburgh. We have some East Coast and Midwest dates in July. We'll be at the Fest in October. I want to do some other stuff. I want to get back to the West Coast. I would love to go play in Denver, Colorado area. We haven't been there in a long time. But honestly, every day's a bit of a gift now because we don't know what's going to happen next. So just trying to be present and appreciate it all.
And I will ask just one thing tied on to that. Have you ever played Kansas as a band?
Yes. Yeah, we play, and it's really fun because I get to see my old homies I grew up with, and my mom and dad come to the show, and so it's a sold out crowd to 8 people.
But mom and dad get to see you, so that's the important thing.
And Steve is my mom's all-time favorite drummer. She tells me all the time.
See, you get
Me too. She calls me sometimes and tells me that. It's nice. Very nice.
So she's a second mother almost now.
Yeah.
You're her favorite drummer. She's your second mother. I think that works.
Yeah, she likes all our posts, so shout out to Skinny D.
Yeah. Love you, Mom.
Thank you guys so much. I think your sound check is happening now. So
Awesome.
thanks again. I appreciate your time.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome, and safe journeys.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
I only saw you a couple of times last year. Once at a wedding and once at a funeral. I wore the same clothes, but then I was worried you would know. You're successful. You fill me in on potential 5-year plans. Biggest jobs and all the children. Slowly rotating a silver wedding band. Looking for a middle finger. And I wondered, oh my God, am I young enough to just move on? I saw a classmate I haven't seen in years. Well dressed in a fucked up audition. I'm confusing, I haven't listened yet. Somebody said she was crazy. That's all I'm screaming, don't see on a playground back from Pittsburgh. Let me stop it on the door, do that world backwards life. Now you raise up work, others tell their promise now. I'm proud of men when it's work. My sister's moving to a brand new city. My brother's looking out for her. And when Christmas is over, you old apartment. I'm doing well, the flight was fine. See you listen to right the night I say you. I wish I saw you all the time, but this is fine.